get sworn in for the,
Oh, for the following year.
yeah.
Do we get sworn in every year? Still.
Yeah, you probably every 3 months, cause you're on that probation.
Probation,
Yeah.
period.
No, I got it. It's called muscle memory. Good morning. Thank you for attending the Board of Works and Public Safety meeting of Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. I note for the record we do have a quorum. Would you please rise and join me? Oh, goodness. There's no rising. There's no pledging. We will go right on to the approval of the agenda.
Mr. President.
Yes.
I move to amend the agenda to add new item number 3, board to consider conflict of interest disclosure, and approve the rest of the agenda as presented.
I'll second that motion. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. On to items for discussion. Item 1, board to consider memorandum of understanding between the City of Noblesville and the Noblesville Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 198 with respect to benefits and compensation of certain employees of the City of Noblesville. Deputy Mayor Matt Light.
Thank you, board members. Matt Light, Deputy Mayor, for the record. First, just want to say thanks to the 3 of you and to staff for setting up this special meeting. I know there are plenty of other things that you could be doing today, like calling several basketball games or other things around town, but I appreciate you assembling for a special meeting on an important item so that we could have some closure on a couple of important items, I should say, heading into the new year. This first item is the meet and confer agreement with the police union. In the last regular meeting, you reviewed and approved the meet and confer agreement with the fire union, and I described a couple of kind of timeline factors that impacted this year's process and made it a little bit lengthier than usual and a little bit lengthier than desired, but we did get to resolution on both fronts. The Senate Enrolled Act 1 created some challenges for us this year, as you've heard on several occasions. We also had kind of a surprise late in the process with our max levy appeal when we received some of the statewide assessed valuation growth data and compared that to Noblesville's. So that caused us to pivot late in the budget process and to free up some dollars for a modest compensation adjustment for police and fire. And then worked with the unions to, it was $300,000 total between the two, worked with the unions to apply in a prorated way based on the number of sworn personnel within the police and fire ranks that available money to work with them on what would be kind of their highest priority, what would be a win, so to speak, with the dollars available. So as you heard last time with fire, the change to their pay period, 28-day to 14-day pay period, was identified by their union as the highest priority. For the police union, it was a change to the longevity pay for a couple of reasons. As we're less able to add new personnel right now because of some of the Senate Enrolled Act 1 impacts, retention of talented and dedicated personnel is important, so adding longevity pay on the kind of the back end of folks that have 25 years of experience is significant, and that also factors into the pension base for police and for fire. So pension-based calculations are based on the salary of a first-class firefighter or first-class patrol officer plus longevity pay that's authorized by the council and the Board of Public Works and Safety. So with the dollars available, the police union wanted to add $3,000 more to the longevity pay for officers that reach 25 years. So that is the main change in this agreement. It has the effect of increasing the pension base for the Noblesville Police Department to $95,216, which continues to position us in an effective way to be one of the top departments in the state in that regard. And as was mentioned last week, we just have a 1-year agreement presented for your review. For the last 2 cycles, we found it effective and helpful to have a 2-year agreement, but because a lot of the uncertainty with Senate Bill 1, we thought 1 year was appropriate, and we'll be back next year to work on ideally the 2027 and 2028 agreement. So there's some other red lines in the document, but largely for clarification purposes, but would be happy to answer any questions. Just want to say appreciation, one last comment, make appreciation for Dave Barnes and Spencer Flowers, Chief Arnold, Assistant Chief Cunningham for their work and diligence on this effort in this agreement. Thank you.
Thanks for what you did too, man.
Absolutely. I'd make a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding between the City of Noblesville and the Noblesville Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 198 with respect to benefits and compensation.
Second.
Motion a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Board.
Item 2, board to consider award a bid for Embrace Downtown Phase 1, Andrew Rodewald.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for making yourselves available this morning so we could get this contract moving. Glad to see I can still be last on the agenda to end the year, so we'll wrap you up quickly. Last week, bids were opened for Phase 1 of the Embrace Downtown project. We did have 3 bidders on that project. All 3 were actually under the engineer's estimate, but our lowest responsible bidder was William Charles Construction Company. They've operated as a few different companies here. A lot of the personnel that is associated with this actually built Hamilton Town Center infrastructure for us years ago. They've successfully completed similar projects in Carmel over the last several years. So this is a company and personnel that both our design team and our city staff are familiar with. So we're excited to have them. There's obviously a lot of subcontractors on this, which is why we didn't award it last week. So went through a thorough review of all of those. At this point, we would recommend awarding the contract to William Charles pending the city's upcoming bond sale, which would happen after the first of the year. But we have the funds available to get William Charles going with preliminary construction. At this point, they hope to start hopefully 1st of February on this.
Oh, good. Wow. And finish by?
By October 31st, 2026.
Okay. Ahead of schedule, under budget. That's our motto.
Right now.
We'll get t-shirts.
Make a motion to award the bid for Embrace Downtown Phase 1.
Second.
Motion a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Andrew. Bet you thought this day would never come, huh?
No.
Item 3, board to consider a conflict of interest disclosure. I know, should we rearrange? We snuck it in.
Good morning. We received a conflict of interest disclosure from Enrique Gomez, an operator with the street department. His wife has done some catering for the holiday luncheon, and we wanted to get this in.
Make a motion to accept the conflict of interest form or disclosure.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any further business in front of the board? We are adjourned. Thank you for coming.
8 minutes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.